Hi everyone. Today's video is about when someone with borderline personality disorder meets the narcissist, someone with narcissistic personality disorder, and has a relationship together. Most of you by now know who the borderline is. You know the criteria. You might have a psychology degree by now. And you know who the narcissist is. You may even know both. The borderline narcissist now, with all my videos. But have you ever wondered what happens when the two come together? I have. I think it's interesting. It's not love, as we know. It's chaos. It's not a match made in heaven. It's a match made in chaos. So, what I'm going to do is just talk about from literally meeting to the problems to the psychology. Okay? So, let's see here. I got it kind of mixed up. So, when they meet, remember, they're both impulsive. Impulsivity is huge. And that's from being unstable. That's not knowing who they are, emotionally unstable, things like this. Life is too stressful for them. They have severe mental illness. Both of these are severe mental illness. Very complicated. And I by no means am sitting here telling you this is who exactly every person diagnosed with narcissistic or borderline personality disorder is this, okay? For the borderlines out there who are going to tell me I don't do this, I get it. I'm talking about the ones that do. People in cluster B are exploitative. The ones who say they are not don't realize it. So, impulsivity. That means they stop and start relationships suddenly. Maybe no closure, monkey branching, these kinds of things. So typically, they are in one currently or just ended a relationship. We know that, yeah? They may not even be able to be alone at all. Narcissistic personality disorder people with it typically can be alone more than someone with borderline. Typically. So, typically a borderline is already in a relationship. They are looking for the next one. So they're never alone. They're always thinking they're going to be abandoned. They're always expecting it, expecting the worst. They fear being alone more than they value the relationships they're in. It's common for them to say things like, they never met my needs. You never met their needs. For one, they don't meet their own needs. That means you can't. You tried to love them, but you can't. And if we can't have our needs met, it's stress. Then they split and go into save me mode. Like I said, monkey branching. It's like Tarzan swinging from vine to vine. I won't let go of this one. Or I won't let go of the one I'm swinging on until I got a firm grasp of the new one. Then I'll let go. That's your borderline, typically. They may even have suitors the entire relationship, telling them how bad it is, how bad you treat them. They can't escape. But someday they will. Just wait. Almost. The narcissist most likely just discarded someone, or they're in a relationship that's just not gratifying enough anymore. They're looking for someone to put them back on that pedestal. The psychology, the intention that they have, their intent. The narcissist seeks admiration, validation, and control over emotional supply from you, from the borderline. Their rule, their only boundary, is never get hurt, ever. And that is what initiates the mask of perfection and never lets it drop in a relationship. Most of us have masks socially in society. We don't tell people our truths, our secrets, our fears. We tell them what we do for a living. Stuff like this. But in a relationship, we drop that shit. We're vulnerable. We're honest. We're sincere. We're genuine. We want true human connection. They think people exist to reflect me. That is the narcissist. You are a prop. You are there to reflect them. Their plan is to hook you by spotlighting, love bombing, convince you of their perfection, that they're flawless, and they are training the borderline to care for them. All that amazing care they gave you, a narcissist in the beginning, that's their training. They're saying, this is what love is, this is what care is, and you're going to be doing this for me soon. And I'm so entitled and grandiose, I don't need to keep doing this, just for a little while, until you are attached to me. Then it stops. They hook you fast to not see the imperfections, to be attached quickly. They turn the tables to extract admiration and status with very, very minimal challenges. They're both dating addicts. It's hormonal. They want dose. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. They seek immediate gratification right here, right now. Boom. The borderline. So do they. Both of them. They seek safety and security, connection. Proof they won't be abandoned. Soulmate. They want and desire to be carried through life and to feel well. Saved. They create a narrative. With emotional urgency, they are the victim. With the hero-rescuer fantasy. Perfect setup for a narcissist. Perfect setup for your ego. You are needed. You are wanted. You got attention. You are loved. Bond. They idealize, and it's rapid idealizing. It's intense disclosure. Everything about me. Clingy generosity. Doing hard emotional labor to secure closeness. That's the borderline, trying to do that with a narcissist. It's just perfect for the narcissist. How they collide? How they collide, the two. Typically early in life, early in 20s or in their 20s, it's typically, that's when they have friends, if they have them at all in their life. Early in life, that's when we had tons of friends, right? Don't need so much in common, just close enough in age, right? And you're a drug addict or you're not. Right? I mean, or a criminal or not. That's basically it when you're super young. Not much standards. Large social circles, lots of friends. You might meet in bars, house parties, concerts, weekend chaos. As you get into your 30s and older, you meet these people at work, business, neighbors. Meet them in public, networking, church, charities. Yeah, church and charities. Those are the known psychopaths' favorite hunting grounds. Narcissists use it too. Gives them a sense of purpose, who they are. People will love them. Borderline don't really trust one in that setting. The chemistry. Remember, unstable. They're not comfortable. They're not satisfied. Unsatisfied. Desperate to not be alone. Looking for that hit. Escape reality. Because don't forget, they have severe mental illness. Reality sucks. Even in a smile, even when they're smiling in a Facebook photo, even with someone else. Reality sucks. That's why it's lightning for them. It's not just attraction. It's two people already halfway out of their lives and 1 foot in the lifeboat. Right when they meet. Oh my God. It was intense. You know how intense it was with you. Imagine if you were way more unstable, way more narcissistic. Now, when problems begin to surface, because they do. Because this is dysfunctional. Even when they're happy on Facebook. Even when they're posting photos of them dancing. Even when they got married. Doesn't matter. They have severe mental illness and they can't function in relationships. Period. You know this. It's not you. You didn't help, but it's not you. It's like a clock ticking down to chaos. Usually about 3 to 6 months, these traits start to surface. The fade. The fade. It's the idealizing. The idealizing stops. The borderline stops idealizing after a while. You can't continue that forever and think someone's perfect, think someone's so amazing, so great. I mean, the narcissists already did everything, right? They did all the most amazing things already. How are they going to impress the borderline anymore? The narcissist stops love bombing and it's their turn. Relationships are to add comfort, right? Depends on emotional needs. The beginning of codependency, the trauma bond, is the downs, the stress, the cheating, the triangulation, all the other bullshit. That we're not getting along, I'm scared you're going to leave me, the criticizing. The idealizing phase has an expiration date. The borderline sees imperfections in the narcissist. The narcissist sees them too and begins to criticize. The borderline perceives abandonment even if they weren't going to, but a narcissist can't make someone feel secure. So they perceive abandonment, and it's real. Both are very controlling, aren't they? The narcissist triangulates, silent treatment, gaslighting, guilt tripping. We know this. The borderline tries to box in the narcissist to control them out of their own insecurity and jealousy, fears of abandonment. Don't leave the house. And how well does that work on a narcissist, right? Might have worked on us for a little while. Think that'll work on a narcissist? I'm not saying the narcissist will leave them. They're just going to go do whatever they want anyway. Come back. And a borderline doesn't have much else to offer except love bombing or their body. They really don't. Not much depth, knowledge, interests, plans, goals, wants, desire. No, not much future in either of these people's lives. Just faking it. Where the narcissist is rich and famous and the borderline finally is protected and taken care of forever. The narcissist makes the borderline more unstable. All abusive, toxic relationships get worse. All. You could say, I should have, would have, could have done this better, should have. It wouldn't matter. Still would have gotten worse. Not better, not fixed it. No. Severe mental illness doesn't matter. Not only what you do or didn't do, it doesn't matter who you are. It's not better with a narcissist. It's not better with a healthier person. No. It's a brick wall. No matter what. I'm not saying you can't stand there at that brick wall for 20 years, but it's a brick wall. It ain't moving. Your relationship isn't. The narcissist typically runs away after damaging the partner. They're no good anymore. Oh, I broke it. Discard. Boring. I'm not perfect anymore. You aren't making me feel perfect anymore. The borderline might abandon first. They do. They might abandon just to avoid abandonment, but typically if they leave the relationship first, they believe they were hurt bad enough. They might make it up. You might not have done anything. You might have just defended yourself. You might have just turned something around on them. And they didn't like it. It was that bad enough where they split. Both will rewrite the narrative instead of introspection, healing, and growing, just like with you, because they have personality disorders. They're rigid. They bend, or they don't bend, they break. They don't change, they don't learn. There's pervasive patterns. This isn't the first time. Wasn't the first time with you. I don't care how young they are or were. And then there's the element of on-off forever. Right? We know these people have tendencies to hoover, to not end relationships with closure, to just run off to someone else, not get better, not feel better, have a bad relationship again and come back. Hoover you. They don't necessarily miss you or love you. They just used you and they want to use you some more. right? We know this in both of them. So imagine two of them together. If one doesn't hoover, the other one does. Yeah? They might have mutual friends, people in common. They don't do anything healthy, like stop looking at their social media, stop messaging them, stop having sex, stop. So it's real common, if you date a borderline, that they leave you for their ex, who's a narcissist. It's real common that a borderline dates a narcissist and then ruins a good person's life. Dates the narcissist again, or a new one, ruins the good person's life. Goes back to the old narcissist or finds a new one. Real common cycle. You guys are in a relationship like this. Step outside of it, tell someone, and ask for help, please. If you've been in a relationship with people like this, I hope you've healed. You truly understand it, know the truth, feel better, and don't repeat it. Please ask questions. Please share your own examples if you have any of this, if you know or privy to anything like this. Again, this isn't just exactly how they would be. It's just typical. This is very typical pattern. Thanks for the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want coaching. DavidDemars.com. Love yourself first, guys. Thank you.